Hello, beautiful souls of love and light. Thank you so much for coming on my channel or video today. I am super excited to share with you the spread that I'm going to do today. It is the 222 spread, which is one of my original spreads, and they resonate so deeply with me, and so it's one of the reasons that I really want to focus on that reading today. I have switched a few things, so I try to get on here as often as I can. I do have 5 children, so it gets a little crazy and busy in the household, but I want to make sure that I get on here as often as I can to be able to share these readings with you. And I do not have a person, a time, or an archaeological or astrological sign, with my readings. It's meant to be for whatever. If it resonates with you, you could be seeing this a year from now, and if it resonates with you today, then it is something that the angels or the divine energies are wanting you to hear. So, so if you are wanting to, get access to my readings and see them on a regular basis as soon as they go live, please hit that subscribe button and the like button, and feel free to share this with your family and friends. So I'm going to get started, and so the reading I'm doing today is called the 222 spread, and it's one of the very first spreads that I've kind of laid out, and I've added and changed a few things in it, so you may notice it. So please let me know down in the comments below if it is something that resonates with you, and if you like the new layout. All right, so I am going to start my reading today, and first we start out by calling in the divine energies. So I'm going to do that first. Bring out the first cards that I use. All right. Sorry. All right. So I call in the angels, the ancestors, the guides, the divine energies, and the universe to come forward in this reading today to give the information that someone is seeking for their highest good. And so it is. So one of the things that I like to teach in when I'm doing the readings, especially, is for you to be the oracle. And it's really important that you look at the cards and you interpret them for yourself. So I want you to listen to the words that I'm reading. I want you to feel what happens within your soul. Feel down in the depths within what is speaking to you, and listen to the messages that they are saying, and really feel what the cards are saying for you. And of course, you can also request a reading from me by contacting me on Instagram or on Facebook. I have a Facebook page and an Instagram page. Feel free to reach out to me. And I am going to be starting a soul reading, which is what I'm going to be doing today. This is a soul reading that gets more down to the depths and the cellular level of things. So, and you can also do it so that it's interactive, and it ends up being like a coaching / soul reading. So anyway, so keep your eyes peeled for that, and definitely reach out to me if you want to have a reading for yourself personally. That is specifically for you. These are general readings out to the general people out there who may be searching, but when I do my readings, of course, I tap into your energy. All right, so let's get started. So our first card is going to be what I call the guidance angels. And the guidance angels are the everyday angels that you may need right now in your life, or this could be the topic of the reading. It's really what you feel is resonates with you. Okay? So I'm going to give them a good shuffle and select a card. And this will be our guidance angel. These ones are a little bit trickier to shuffle. I have combined 2 decks, you probably noticed that. And these are the Debbie Malone cards. I love her cards, they're gorgeous, and I use them in every single reading, you'll see. So I think that's good, and we're gonna pick a card here. And we've got the Angel of Grounding. Okay, so we're in need of some grounding right now. We're in need of getting in touch with yourself, grounding yourself to nature, and that kind of thing. So I'm going to read to you what the Angel of Grounding is, and you can select what that means to you and feel what the card is saying to you. So let's read that. You are a grounded and spiritual being who is well balanced and serene. You've received this card because your angel of grounding has noticed that you are having difficulties with being grounded right now. When you are not grounded, you become disconnected from yourself and those around you. You may become forgetful, disoriented, lack concentration, feel out of balance, start things and not finish them, or lose focus in your life. You may live in your head too much. If this describes how you're feeling right now, then this is a sign that you need to call in your angel of grounding. Being grounded is quite a simple thing to do, and it can be done in a number of different ways. Getting back to nature is one of the best ways to become reconnected and balanced. If you have a garden, take the time to go outside and sit amongst nature. You may decide to do some gardening, or you may just simply wish to sit down or lay on the grass. Be present. Do you hear any birds, insects, the wind rustling through the trees? What smells are around you? What birds, animals, or insects do you see during this time? Do you see any feathers while you are in the garden? If you do, then this is a gentle reminder that your angels are with you. If you don't have a garden, then go for a walk to a park, the beach, the river, or any area that has a green space. Ask your angel of grounding to help you release any stresses or worries you may have around you. Meditation is another form of grounding. So if you are finding it too hard to connect with nature, then do a meditation that will take you back to nature through your mind's eye. Visualize sitting in a place surrounded by nature that allows you to feel peaceful, then call in your angel of grounding to help you. Now, with all of these cards, there is an affirmation. So I want you to read this affirmation out loud as well. So repeat this affirmation after me. I am balanced and grounded, and acknowledge my angel of grounding will help me feel centered, at peace, and connected to my higher self. And the other thing I want to do is I want to call in your angel of grounding. So let's call in your angel of grounding to help you. So just repeat this after me. I call in my angel of grounding to help me. And so it is. All right, moving right along. One of the things that I felt very drawn to and inspired is that I need to be using my archangels in every deck. So I have pulled out the 16 archangels from my Angel Prayers Oracle deck, and we are going to select a archangel as well for your reading. And the archangel are there to offer you extra special support and powerful guidance that you need right now. So that is why the archangel is in this reading now. So let's give these a good shuffle and see which archangel that you are in need of right now for extra special support. All right, I believe that's good. Clear your vibes. So we've got Angel of Grounding and now Clear Your Vibes. Archangel Metatron is coming forward, and he's wanting you to clear your energy field. He's wanting you to get grounded and clear your energy. So I'm going to read that to you and tell you what that means. Archangel Metatron. All right. Clear your vibes. It says, you are being guided to clear your life of any harsh, negative, or challenging energy. It's time to make way for positive energy in your life. And the only way you can do this is by clearing your aura, body, and energy. Surround yourself with positive people and uplifting environments. The angels are encouraging you to call on them to help you clear your life of anything that's getting between you and inner peace. Clear any clutter from your home, office, car, and anywhere else you spend time. When you clear clutter in your life, you clear psychic clutter from your energy. And when you clear your energy, you open yourself up to more abundant and spiritual experiences. So Metatron is one of the few angels who have walked the earth as a human being. So he knows more than the other angels and what it can be like to be challenged by people and situations. His name means the throne next to God, and he has a special connection with the current era as he represents the new energy and the connections that are opening up to the other worlds and heaven. He is the angel who can help us to connect with the wisdom of God in our daily life. So, and that can be for you. God can be source, divine energies, whatever you want to call that is what it is for you. All right, so that's Archangel Metatron, clearing your vibes, getting grounded. So kind of seeing where this is leading, right? Let us know. I am going to be pulling from the my new deck, which is the Crystal Spirits Oracle. Beautiful, beautiful deck. I really love crystals and stones, as you can see all around here. And so when I was trying to think of how I could use this deck, I was thinking, okay, well, how do we use crystals and stones? And we wear them, like as you can see here, I'm wearing my stones as well, but I use them to draw on that energy, to bring that energy in. So they are the energies of the earth, and so it's called the Crystal Spirits Oracle, and as there's a spirit in every one of the different stones that are in this deck. So that is what we're going to determine. So what is your what energy do you need to draw on right now? What do you need to have in your life, and that's going to help you, and you can pull on that energy from the earth to help you. So I'm going to give these a good shuffle. Actually, yeah, give them a good shuffle. These are really beautiful cards. They shuffle quite easily. Give them, and we are going to see which which spirit crystal you can draw from. Oop. Sorry, that was bad shuffling. I tend to have smaller hands, so it's hard for me to shuffle the cards this way, so I do it this way. Just a little trick for you if you're trying to shuffle your cards. I found that very helpful. All right, I feel that's good enough. And I'm going to pick a card that I feel drawn. Ah, the diamond. Girls love diamonds. We all love diamonds, so this is a fun one. Let's see what the diamond is about and why you can draw on the energy of the diamond. So let us see here. The priceless gift of time and pressure combined, beauty and strength arising from trials and challenges, the right use of power. As co-creators with our fellow beings, we are meant to work together harmoniously, giving and receiving, taking turns and sharing the work, the credit, the fun, and the power of manifestation. Today you are called to claim your power and exercise it with respect and love for all, even those who are hard to love, especially those who challenge you. You never know what silent struggles people are hiding, and your ability to express love is magnified by Diamond Spirit today. So listen to that part of you that wants to be kind and understanding towards someone who's making it difficult for you to come from your highest self. Diamond Spirit has appeared to let you know that this is a moment to wield your power mindfully. You have earned wisdom over time as you have suffered much in your life and now are in a place of maturity and understanding. Avoid being reactive, for there is strength in quiet, loving gestures such as the willingness to listen or to say, "I'm so sorry that you are in this situation." Often it is these gentle actions that hold the most power. Your ability to move hearts is very strong right now, so even as you maintain healthy boundaries, make the choice to own your power and use it with wisdom and grace. In so doing, you align with the conscious universe, who knows the healing power of love and compassion. And there is also a relationship message and a prosperity message. So I'm going to read those to you and see if those also are things that resonate with you in your life right now. So your ability to act lovingly is strong today, amplified by Diamond Spirit. You are filled, so this is relationship message, by the way. You are filled with love and capable of deep compassion, even as you speak the truth about how others' behavior affects you. Use your power to set firm boundaries, to say no and mean it, to listen with an open heart and open mind before making a decision, and to express compassion without giving up your integrity. All this wells up from the wisdom you have earned from your previous challenges. You do know better now. At the same time, be sure you do not come on so strong that others feel intimidated. Forcefulness is not necessary. Pay attention to whether someone seems afraid to contradict you, for you might unwittingly be discouraging them for owning their power. Be loving, be strong, be compassionate, and exercise right use of power with everyone you connect with today. And your prosperity message would be, the right use of power means acknowledging your effect on others. Are you honoring yourself by insisting that you be paid what you are worth? Are you paying others a fair price for what they do for you? You have the power to negotiate, to set boundaries, and to wield your influence respectfully, recognizing that we are all meant to share in the universal flow of abundance. Today is a day to exercise the right use of power by honoring everyone's needs to be treated fairly and experience prosperity. When you recognize how your prosperity impacts others, you will see the rate at which your dreams manifest increase exponentially, resulting in great abundance you can share. Truly, in singling you out today, Diamond Spirit has chosen well. And then it says Crystal Spirit Meditation. Diamonds can be formed in the Earth's mantle in a lab or due to a collision of an asteroid with Earth. However they come into being, they teach us that extreme pressure and hardship can transform even the most ordinary into something incredibly strong and beautiful. Diamond Spirit asks us to contemplate how something that felt unbearable may have actually assisted us become more fully who we are. Can you see how strong you are now? So this is the energy for you to draw on right now. Take in that diamond energy and use that and activate that in your life right now. So I'm going to move right along, and I'm going to go into the Goddess Power Oracle. And the Goddess Power Oracle are the goddesses, and this is Colette Baron Reid as well, a gorgeous deck, and we're going to see what you and your energy is right now. Okay, so I'm going to give these a good shuffle, and there is reverse meanings in this, so I'm going to give them a shuffle this way, splitting the deck and turning them so that we get an accurate pull from these cards. I do that 3 times. And then I'm just going to give them a shuffle this way, putting the energy in the cards. And this is you and your energy right now. All right. We have Yi, the sun, in reverse. All right, so I'm going to read. That is a, hold on. I'm just going to grab my deck. This is an alignment message, so how you can get yourself back in alignment. As we can see, kind of, we've got a lot of things going on with alignment. Clearing your fives, getting grounded. You've got the diamond energy. Now we've got Yi. So let's see what Yi has to say. All right. So the alignment message is, sometimes the light shines too bright and too hot for you to achieve your aims. Although the sun is bright, getting too close to its fire will risk everything burning to the ground. Do you really want to know all that is hidden from you now? Are you ready to face the harsh light of illumination that rips open your old ideas and shows you what else is possible? Your alignment task is to be bold and brave. Don't shrink away. Know that this is all part of the process of evolution that calls forth the bright sunlight to show you the shadows so you cannot escape your own denial. Allow the truth to burn through your defenses. Then you will be set free. When the sun goddess Yi comes with her bright light, it is a day of reckoning that will lead only to miracles. So this is you and your energy right now. And now we're going to proceed into the 222 spread, which is with my Work Your Light Oracle cards, and they're very deep, soulful cards. All right, so let's get those out. And this is Rebecca Campbell's deck, and I love this deck. I really resonate with the deep, soulful energy type cards, and she's definitely one of my absolute favorites to work with. So you may be seeing a lot of these lately, and I am also have her new deck coming in January, the Starseed Oracle, and it's similar to this but a little different, so you probably will definitely be seeing that showing up as well. So let's get this going. So I'm going to give these a good shuffle, and then we're going to select 11 cards. Okay, I think we're ready. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Put these aside. And being that the first card is on the bottom, I'm going to take them starting from the bottom and lay them out. All right. Okay. So, the first card is what is happening in your present moment. And we have the Age of Light. You have been training for this for lifetimes. And this is a really special card. This is an activation card. And activation cards are actually cards that activate energies and healing within you at a soul level. So soul contracts that have been made in past lives, soul gifts that you've developed, past life experiences, soul agreements, vows taken, things rising to be healed, and qualities that are ready to be remembered and activated within you now. So these actually have an activation with them, and I'm going to read the activation and what the Age of Light is for you. It's a beautiful card. Absolutely love this card. So, mystic and sages throughout the ages have predicted this period in history, and you decided to incarnate in the middle of it. There is no mistake that you are supposed to be here at this time of great change. If you ever feel unprepared or daunted by the path that is calling you, know this: you've been training for this for lifetimes. You're way more than the days that have breathed through you in this life. You're also all of the lifetimes that came before. All of these experiences have polished your soul into the most magnificent expression that is your authentic self. Your soul has many facets, just like a diamond. Imagine a fingerprint. Your soul is 1,000,000 times more intricate than that. If you put together all of the fingerprints of all of the people you have been, you would not even get close to fathoming how much of a unique masterpiece you are. You came in with a clear soul plan. You came in with wisdom beyond your years. This is the part of you that longs to be seen. This is the part of you that is ready to step forward, that is ready to emerge. This is not the lifetime to stay hidden, but to step forth, be seen, and rise. And we have the activation with this. And what this does is it really activates those energies at a deep soul level. So visualize yourself as if you're holding the card to your heart and say, I call forth the soul gifts and soul training that I have received throughout all of my lifetimes. I am ready to embody them all now, without hesitation and without fear. I have been training for this for lifetimes. So this is what is happening in your present moment. You are in a state of getting ready for this big awakening and for things to really happen and just be a light to the world, all right? So your next card is what your soul wants you to know, okay? So this is what is your soul calling you to do right now. And it says Starseed. So I'm going to read to you, and this is an inquiry card. And inquiry cards are cards that you can percolate on or meditate on, journal about what lights you up. So your soul is calling you to figure out what lights you up right now. So I'm going to read Starseed, and I want you to listen to the words that are being said and see what resonates with you, what words stand out, what sentences, what paragraphs. Really listen and listen within. Starseeds are souls with a double mission: to raise their own consciousness and the consciousness of the planet. They are old souls who have incarnated elsewhere beyond this planet. Many starseeds arrive with a feeling that time is running out and that there is something that they came here to do or create or contribute. If you pulled this card, it is to confirm that you are a starseed and you are being encouraged to answer the call, to follow what lights you up. Once awake, most starseed souls find it hard to have meaningless conversations, jobs, and relationships. They innately know there is much more to life and feel that there is something more and get to work. They remain restless until they step into their calling, which is to light up the world with their unique presence. Starseeds are scattered all over the planet, in hospitals, in schools, in slums and mansions, on stages and edit suites, in parks and nightclubs, in taxis and theme parks. Many starseeds spend parts of their lives trying to fit in or in some form of spiritual closet. If you are dimming your light to fit in, it is time that you stop and start embracing the unique light that you came here to share, and treat your time on earth like a glorious vacation. So what your soul is calling you to do right now is to really figure out in your life what lights you up, and to follow that inner compass, that inner voice that is pushing you. And you have been training for this for lifetimes. Remember that. So the next card is what is rising in you right now. And we've got Mintaken. So this is a transmission card, and transmission cards are initiations and transmissions. They act as initiations and transmissions, and they connect you to the energies that want to work with you in this current time. They're very energetic, and they connect us to the realms of support, wisdom, creativity, consciousness, and healing. You're now tapping into the heavens and the earth to receive whispers and energetic downloads at a cellular level. So each of these cards has a transmission, and I'm going to read that to you. So Mintakens are a soul group who originated on the planet in the constellation Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintakens' home planet is thought to have been a water world, with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakens feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They are here to teach us to see the potential in everything and the light in all beings. Many Mintakens have an odd longing for home, and they struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pulled this card, it could mean that you are a Mintaken, or you are longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where that is. Perhaps you've been moving around a lot and you yearn for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you are being called to connect with Mother Earth, as we said, getting grounded, clearing your vibes, meditation, and to choose where you feel most at home and create it, rather than waiting for the feeling of belonging to come. So I want you to hold this card to your heart, visually in your mind, and say, I allow myself to be truly here and at home on this planet. I release any grief around not belonging or feeling held, and call in the perfect home. So this is what's rising in you. You are longing for that place to call home. You really want to feel like that you are home. And so that's going to take you grounding yourself to the earth and realizing where you are right now in your present time is where you are supposed to be. So you can feel sometimes lost and just all over the place, and you travel from place to place just trying to figure out where you belong. And I just want you to know you belong here. You belong here on this earth, and you've incarnated. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You are here at this time right now for a reason. Okay? So that is what is rising in you. Now this is what is falling away. And it says, Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. And Sisterhood of the Rose is a action card. So this is an action card. This means that it's something that it was wanting you to do, or that you have been doing, or what you haven't been doing. And in this case, because it is falling away, this would probably be something you are not currently doing. So I'm going to read to you Sisterhood of the Rose. And it says, the Sisterhood of the Rose is a lineage of priestesses and mystics who devoted their lives to serving humanity and seeding light consciousness all over the earth. A cross-section of ancient lineages, it is the path of devotion and beauty. Walking this path means being devoted to seeing and creating beauty wherever you go. The rose symbolizes the heart and the sacred geometry of all life. You are being called to notice the beauty around you, particularly in nature, and hear the whispers of Mother Earth. You are being called to spend more time in nature, as all the ancient secrets live there. Mother Earth is constantly whispering. Spend time admiring her creations, and you will be rewarded with insight and grace. You are being called to take a little more time to both notice the beauty that exists all around you and contribute to the beauty of the world in your own way too. This could be through your own creations or in the little things like how you dress to picking flowers for your home. Every time you devote your time to creating beauty, you harmonize the planet a little more, and the shift in vibration can be felt. So when this is coming up in the what is falling away, perhaps you haven't been taking that time to enjoy the beautiful things that you love and to do the things that you love. And it wants you to get back in touch with the things that light you up. As you can see, what lights you up, right? What kind of things you can do to surround yourself with beauty. So sit there and meditate on that and figure out what it is that lights you up, but also how you can bring that beauty back in to your life and do the things that you absolutely love. All right, so the next card is your soul gifts. And this is called the Great Gathering. Again, this is another activation card, and it says it's all coming together, intuitive hits, soul tribe. So this is a card signifying and symbolizing that you are in the process of a great gathering. You're gathering your tribe, you're gathering your people, and the people are starting to come together. So let us read the Great Gathering and do the activation here. All right. So you are being called to let your intuition move you physically. You are connected to a group of souls who are weaving a web around the planet. And as you travel and share your creations, something is rethreaded. This card is acknowledgement that you are either being called to connect with others who are like you at a soul level, or that you already are. You are being called to gather groups of people either by leading them or becoming part of a group that can support you and your soul's personal mission. You are part of a group of souls who agreed to be here at this time in history to heal yourself, your ancestral line, and the planet, to raise consciousness so that we can continue to call this magnificent place home for eras to come. One of many consciously choosing to devote your life to something greater than yourself. It's time to call in your tribe by sharing your soul's voice and letting yourself be seen. When you share what is real and true to you, and you share the medicine that you most need, those who are like you will gather around you. You are your tribe. They are just like you. And just as you are longing and searching for them, they are longing and searching for you too. So this is your soul gift. You have this gift. You are currently already calling in your tribe. This is something you may be doing right now, or you're in the process of doing. So I want you to hold this card to your heart and repeat these words after me. I choose now to let myself be seen. I am ready to call in my soul tribe and create a web of light all over the planet. Okay, so soul gifts. This next card is, what are you manifesting right now? So, Warrior Woman. I love this card. It's about facing your fears and just going in your own power. So if you weren't afraid, what would you do? It's like the Joan of Arc card. You know, how she was so courageous and she faced her fears even though she was afraid. And as you can see in this card, she hides behind the sword, but she's courageous and she's fearless and she still does it anyway. So this is what you are currently manifesting right now. So I'm going to read to you Warrior Woman, and this is also an inquiry card. So really sitting there and thinking about this and meditating on this and journaling about this as well. So we've got Warrior Woman, and Warrior Woman, just going to read that. It said, what are you being called to do or face that requires courage? If you weren't afraid, what would you do? Living a heart and soul-led life is not all fluffy and smooth sailing. Living a heart and soul-led life requires courage to triumph over fear. So often our fears are the gatekeepers to our greatest gifts, and the more resistance we have toward answering a call, the more important it is to our soul's growth. Sometimes fear is an indication that we are facing the right way. Joan of Arc was known for her courage and her famous line, "I'm not afraid, I was born to do this." But the thing about courage is that it is not possible without fear. So if you are feeling afraid, what is needed is courage, and courage comes from living from the heart. Think of your fears as opportunities to expand rather than things that are holding you hostage. If you look at your fears in this light, then as uncomfortable as it might feel, it's actually a sign that you are on the right track. So this is what you are manifesting. This is what you are calling in right now, to face your fears and stand up with courage. And the next card is the next step for you. So the next step is the awakening. This is the next step. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, and integration. Again, we have another activation card. So activating energies and healing within you at a soul level. So awakening, I'm going to read that to you. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. All right, awakening. Okay, it says you are going through a period of awakening. Things are changing within you, and at many levels, you are starting to remember ancient truths and discovering more and more about who you are and why you incarnated. You may find that you are experiencing past life flashbacks, seeing the invisible thread that is woven through all of life, or even feeling Kundalini Shakti rise through your body from the base of your spine. The most important thing for this time is not to overthink it and to stay grounded. Share your experiences with like soul people while you consciously integrate them. Journal and pay attention to your dreams. You are remembering and your soul gifts are emerging. During this time of transition and awakening, you may be called to devote yourself to being of service. There are ideas, truths, concepts, books, and creations waiting to be birthed into this world. Stay open to receiving them. Pulling this card may be a sign that you are here to birth one of these creations into the world. Or perhaps you are being called to make a shift in your life in order to be of service. Don't think too much about it. Instead, repeat the following work your light activation. So I want you to visualize that you're holding this to your heart right now. And I want you to say, I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that delights my mind, body, and spirit. The next card is going to be your, So the next card is your past life influence. And this is Lemuria. Creating heaven on earth, it's happening. So this is your past life influence, and I'm going to read to you. This is a transmission card as well, and I'm going to read to you what that means. So this is your past life influence coming forward. It says, Lemuria is one of Earth's lost lands, where heaven really was a place on earth, a time before we were kicked out of the Garden of Eden. In Lemuria, life worked in harmony. All beings were seen as equal, and we were deeply reverent to Mother Earth. We knew that a mosquito was no worse than us, and the sun no better. Perhaps you too believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. Perhaps you are part of the transition team who at soul level are devoted to creating this kind of harmony on the planet now. Thank you for wanting to do this work. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the state of affairs on the planet right now, but you are being encouraged to keep holding the clear vision of the future. It's closer than you think. You may be guided to hold the frequency of Lemuria in your own community, family, workplace, or within yourself. Know that it is possible, and while at times it may feel like you are alone, you truly are not. There are hundreds of thousands who hold the codes of this ancient lost land, and even Lemuria crystals that hold the codes of remembering that are beginning to rise all over the planet. Keep doing what you are doing, and remember, the only way to heal the world around us is to first heal ourselves. So this is going back to your past life influence and of Lemuria, and you may be feeling that that past life. You may be feeling like that, wanting to create heaven on this earth here in this space, and not feeling like you belong, like you had the Mintakan, right? So this is your past life influence coming forward right now. So I want you to hold this card to your heart and say, I hold the codes of Lemuria and believe that heaven really can be a place on earth. So this, the next card is what you need to know right now, okay? Unbound, of course. Unbound, it says releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. So now we're going to release the things that are not serving you with your past life. Releasing soul contracts or hexes or anything like that that is not helping you in this life, and unbounding from those things. And I'm going to read to you what unbound means, and it is another activation. So we're doing a lot of activation here, helping you to heal energies and down at a soul level. So let's read that here. All right. It's time to release old soul stories that have been playing out in your life. They are coming up to be healed. There has never been a safer time to clear these patterns than right now. Take a look at patterns in your life that you are ready to release. Ancient vows and contracts that your soul made that have an expiry date. It could be a vow of silence or chastity or poverty. It is time to unwind from them. This is a life in which you free yourself from trauma of past lives or of lives past. What old ways of being have an expiry date? When you name them, you claim them, and they stop holding power over you. When you acknowledge these things, when acknowledging these old patterns, it is also important to acknowledge how they have served you up until now. For example, a soul pattern of playing small caused by a soul fear of being seen or sharing your voice would have served you by keeping you safe. In order to grow, you now need to soften by receiving and calling in support. It is time to unbind from the old ways of being that are no longer sustainable. So I want you to visualize yourself holding this card to your heart, and we're going to have the activation. I release all old soul stories, vows, contracts, and patterns that are no longer aligned with who I came here to be in the present time. I carry the lessons, growth, and gifts, but I no longer choose to live the same story. May I be unbound, unbound, forever unbound. All right, so that is your activation. It's releasing old soul patterns and contracts from the past life. So, we've got our past life influence of creating heaven on earth, but we've also got the soul contracts that are keeping us bind. A lot of these things can be, for instance, maybe you're afraid to go out there and you have an abundance thing, and there is something that is keeping you from getting yourself out there and creating prosperity for yourself. That would be an example of something that would be something from your past life that is keeping you bound. So meditate on that and figure out what it is that is causing you to have those feelings. And we have activated those energies and unbound you from those contracts. So you should feel a release from those things as well. Our next card is your hopes and your fears. So what are your hopes and your fears? And obviously this is funny that it comes up, but it is break the chain. So not only do we have the past life influences, we've also got the breaking of the ancestral patterns and healing and rewriting your future. So ancestral patterns are patterns that are from, they can go back 7 generations. They can affect us in our lives 7 generations back in our family line and our ancestral line. So we need to break those chains. Here in the in the ancestry as well as past life. So I'm going to read to you. This is a very powerful reading today. There's a lot of activation cards and a lot of things happening that are going to help you with all these things that are coming up right now. So this is an excellent reading, helping you to break those chains and those things that are binding you and clearing your energy. And there's just so much going on in this reading today. So break the chain. I'm going to read that to you. And break the chain is an action card. So this is something that you actually have to do. This is something that you need to do and you need to take action on. So we're going to read that and see what it means. Now this isn't an activation. This is an action. So it wants you to get out there and do this. So let's see what kind of action you need to take. So you are being called to heal your family line or free yourself from living the life of your ancestors. This could mean letting go of an old pattern of your maternal or paternal line, healing trauma from the past that is not even yours, or observing old ways of being that no longer serve you. We carry emotional trauma in our luminous field for up to 7 generations back. This is why family patterns can be the hardest to break. Often they are not even ours to begin with, but we do not know another way of being, and so we continue playing out the drama. The thing to notice when ancestral healing comes up is that you cannot heal another person, but your own healing can cause another person to choose to heal. Energy is freed up. You are being guided now to look at your life and decide how you want it to be. What ways of being or patterns are you ready to free yourself from? What part of your future do you want to rewrite? Now is the time to shake them off and dream a new future into being. So ask yourself these questions. What old ways of being from your family line are you ready to let go? Seek assistance from a support team, a tribe, friends, healer, coach, and begin freeing yourself from it now. So release and break those chains and get rid of those things that are holding you back, and free yourself. Okay. The next card is our very last card in this particular part, and this is what is the potential outcome. Boundaries. Okay, so you're going to create boundaries for yourself. You're going to protect yourself. You're going to protect your energy. And it says, where do you need to establish better boundaries? So I'm going to read you to that. That's an inquiry card again, and read to you what boundaries you need to think about and what you need to protect. You are being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted, resentful, or taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The most giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries. For when they say yes, they are able to give unconditionally. When your boundaries are clear, others know where they stand and you are able to give freely. If you are not clear where your boundaries lie, this causes confusion, resentment, and energetic cords to be planted. If you are saying yes when you really mean no, you are likely needing something yourself. Ask yourself, what part of me needs something from them? It could be a need for approval, a fear of being seen a certain way, or a fear of loss. The best way to gauge your boundaries is to check in with your belly. Your belly is the second brain. It has an intelligence known as your gut feelings. Tune into this space when deciding what is okay for you, how does it feel, and what is trying to communicate with you. So your inquiry is, where in life do you need to establish better boundaries? So your potential outcome is that you are going to establish boundaries for yourself. You're going to know when to say yes, when to say no, and you're going to feel confident in those things because you are breaking all these chains and you're unbinding yourself and you're freeing yourself and you're starting to do things that light you up. And all of this is going to be a process that gets you to this outcome. All right, so that completes this part of it. I have a few more cards that I'm going to draw that I use in every reading. And I really love these cards, and that's why I use them in every reading. These are what I call the divine messages. So this is a divine message, an additional message that can help you right now in your life. And they're very powerful messages that are of the light. So what divine message can we add to this reading? All right. Hope. All right. It says, as I enter the great school of life, I hold tight to my faith in God. God's love guides me and guards me in every situation I encounter. Regardless of what I confront, I trust in my true nature. Today, I welcome life. I know the light will always return, and there will always be infinite possibilities for me. So this is the card of hope. And then another card that I use is from your guardian angel. So this is a message from your guardian angel. And our guardian angel is with us through all of our past lives and the lives to come. Knows us so well and knows our very soul. And so these cards I feel are very powerful. They come from the guardian angel that is wanting to get through to you at this moment. All right. So your guardian angel message is action. Okay? Drop all fear and just do it. You have the power to create and be whatever you truly want. Look inside your heart and take positive action in those things that bring you closer to achieving your desired goals. Nothing can stop you except your own fears. This card is positive confirmation from God and the angels that the time is right for you to start a new and exciting venture. Awesome. That is an amazing card. So really talking about taking action, getting past your fear and going and being courageous and doing the things that light you up and just being a light to the world. It's a beautiful card. And then our last card, these are new cards as well that I've started using in every reading. And these cards are called Postcards from Spirit. And postcards from Spirit can be cards that are coming through from somebody that has passed in your life. You may feel that from them. You may feel this from your angels, or the divine energies as well. So that is for you to interpret how you feel about these cards. So I'm going to give them a good shuffle, and I'm going to read the message from Postcard from Spirit. So listen carefully. What message would you like to leave us to end this session that someone out there who's watching this right now needs to hear? Okay. It says, "Dearest you, you have a unique purpose and destiny that only you can fulfill. But first, you need to know that destiny isn't a destination. You don't arrive at some special place where, poof, you're perfect and happy all the time. It's about establishing and firming up a commitment to a certain experience, whatever form that takes. Your soul knows what you need to experience. Your destiny is to be present to all of life's adventures, to discover your talents and full potential through allowing inspiration to lead you, and to risk standing apart from the crowd to listen to your soul. You are special as much as you are also paradoxically one with the world, individual yet part of a great whole. Both truths have led you to this moment where we are saying you are on the right track. Even if your ego self doesn't see that, listen to your soul. Check in with Spirit and keep going. Spirit loves you, life loves you, and we love you." So that is an absolutely beautiful message that completes this reading and speaks volumes on what is going on in this exact reading right now. So this completes your soul reading for today. I hope you got some great value out of this. There is a lot of activating that we did, and initiation and transmissions and a lot of things going on. So be sure to get yourself and drink a lot of water, just to help clear your system and keep yourself energized and refreshed. Get a lot of rest. So we have a lot of things that we have released and worked on and activated, energies that we're working on to heal, and there's just so much that is going on with this reading, and it's very powerful, and it's a deep soul reading, and this is why I absolutely love these cards. I feel so drawn to these energies. I've always been all about the light and really feeling that light within. So one of the biggest thing that I want to teach when I'm doing this is to activate the inner GPS system within you. You are the oracle, and that, my friend, is how you get through this life, is to activate your own inner self and be able to walk through in the path that you are on. So I hope you got great value. Thank you again so much for your patience. I know it takes me some time to get this reading done. My son is actually off at a game right now with his dad, so I was like, oh yes, perfect timing. I can do this. I have the time and it's quiet and I just love this. So thank you again for coming on my channel. Please subscribe. Please like this. Please leave me comments below. I love to hear your comments and see what you feel about this, if this resonated with you, how it resonated you, if you love this spread, the way that it's laid out. I used to have the pillar angels. Now I've changed that and made this into the different cards. So anyway, thanks again, and I will talk to you really, really soon. Have a wonderful night. Namaste.